good morning. Late morning, 9:57 a.m. right now. Still pretty decent temperature. Bike says it's 82.4 degrees at 1,302 feet elevation. Decided to sleep in a little bit on Saturday, and the wife kicked on ESPN in the bedroom, and I couldn't care less about sports. So I'm going to get me some breakfast. Going to Cafe Cacao, Guatemalan food, and they've got a few boozy coffee drinks that are quite delicious. And I figured I'd record it because I haven't done a whole lot of local stuff. This is obviously not the original, but it is historic Route 66. There are bits and pieces of the original very close to here. This is still where the original route was. It's obviously just been cut up and turned into a 4-lane. We're coming up on the 100-year anniversary of Route 66. It was the original route was in 1926. So 2026, we're coming up on 100 years. I don't know why we're slowing down to 15 miles an hour right now, but I've heard they're going to give a lot of money to local businesses along 66 to help better them for the 100-year anniversary, 100-year celebration. I've heard there's going to be a giant cruise going from Santa Monica to Chicago, and probably vice versa. Somewhere around here they've covered it up. That's a sign that says something about musical byway. So they're going to cut one of those rumble strips into the road somewhere, probably here in downtown Bethany, Oklahoma, to where when you drive over it at a certain speed, it plays a certain song. There's something right there. Oklahoma Musical Trail. Maybe I can zoom in on that and see what it said. Not a whole lot of history left on this strip of it. Just a whole lot of no credit check car dealerships, fast food restaurants. There's a high school back there. That's a grade school actually back there. Parts stores, pawn shops. There are a couple of urgent cares, and of course probably about 10 different weed shops. One of the most historic things on this stretch was Ann's Chicken Fry, but just like many other local businesses across the U.S., COVID shut that down. This Honda dealership up here is where I bought my very first motorcycle. It was a 2002 Suzuki GSX-R 750, blue and white, mint condition, didn't last long. And Ann's Chicken Fry was right there. This place here, Chickasaw Nation complex of some sort, they had bought out a country club and turned it into their own little thing. On certain Fridays of the month, I don't remember which Fridays, they have an Indian taco lunch, and they are freaking amazing. Now, if you look at the map today, Route 66 continues as I-44, which is where we would be going if we continued straight, and that would be the quicker route to where I'm going. But we're going to go down to 23rd Street, I think. Because it was also a part of Route 66 at one point. I don't remember what year, but there's signs that say. So now we're on 23rd Street, which again, like I said, was another stretch of Route 66 at one point or another. A lot of these houses have been here for decades. They've just been rebuilt, refinished, restored. There's lots of secondhand stores, antique shops, vintage treasures. May Avenue here, it was also a stretch of Route 66 at one point or another. Yeah, here we go. This is the 1933 alignment. We're only going another couple of miles to Classen Boulevard, and then we'll go back north to get to Cafe Cacao. Again, not a whole lot of original here. Lots of weed shops. Lots of tattoo shops around here too. When I first got to Oklahoma in 2003, it was illegal to tattoo in Oklahoma. I want to say it was probably around 2008. I think they lifted that law. I have no intentions of ever getting a tattoo, but laws like that are just freaking stupid. Syrup, that's another good place for breakfast. And now we're on Classen Boulevard. And this was a stretch of Route 66 too. Original route, 1926. I don't think I knew that. Asian Night Market Festival, October 4th and 5th. This is the Asian District. Guatemalan is not Asian, but it's right on the outside of the Asian District. This place gets quite a bit busier than any other breakfast restaurant I've been to. So I like to go in and I can sit at the bar, and I'll have to get a table for me and the wife, because I can get in and out pretty quick if I can sit at the bar. Where are you going there, buddy? All right, I promise I will take pictures, maybe even a pretty little panning video. But here's Cafe Cacao, Cocina Latina. Well, as expected, it was absolutely delicious. I do not remember the name of the menu item that I had, but I will post a picture of it, and I'll look it up on the menu. I'll remember it when I see it. I see a puppy dog hanging his head out the window. Can I pet that dog? Anyway, I think I'm gonna stop at one of these second-hand shops on the way home, because like I mentioned, I don't want to go home and have to watch football. Matter of fact, there's one a lot closer to my house that I haven't been to in a while. I think I'll go to that one. I've been to these other ones on 23rd Street here a lot more recently than that one. The one closer to home is called the Rink, and it's in a old ice skating rink. So we've already been down 23rd Street here. I'm not going to make you sit through it again. I'll let you know if I find anything cool at the secondhand shop though. Just left 23rd Street. We're on Rockwell now. And this place is just right up here. I don't remember if it's south of 30th or north of 30th. I'm pretty sure it's north of 30th. Yeah, it's north of 30th. I can see it right now. But south of 30th, there used to be this Dollar General. Used to be a Family Dollar, or Family Video. It was like one of the last video rental stores in Oklahoma City. And it stayed open way past the rest of them. Blockbuster, all of it. Rink Gallery. Got vintage? We do. Daily from 10 to 7. They look pretty packed. Well, I didn't really find anything worth anything in there. It used to be a really nice place of some cool old stuff, but it's starting to get taken over by everybody that has a home laser cutting and etching machines and stuff like that. There's lots of just repetitive stuff and candles and old nasty t-shirts and shit like that. Kind of disappointing. Maybe it's just the day though. I mean, you can walk in one of those places 2 weeks in a row and never see anything the same twice. That's all she wrote for now. Appreciate you riding along. If you're ever in the Oklahoma City area, that Cafe Cacao is definitely one of the places you got to check out if you're a foodie. It's definitely also one of those places that you need to get on Yelp and get on the check or the wait list beforehand. But even if it says you're like the 93rd person in line, go ahead and go and check in person. And the people that have checked in person get priority. I was 89th in line, but I got sat in about probably 7 or 8 minutes. So that's it. We'll see you next time.